Hey guys, welcome back to Project Anatomy. In today's video, we're going to do a brief overview of the integumentary system. So this will be an introduction video, and of course, then we'll go over the details as the chapter progresses. So now, what I'll do is I'll introduce you to the skin. I'll start with an example, though, even though it's a bit cheesy, it demonstrates the almost superpowers that our skin has. Now, let's say you see an advertisement for a jacket, and it states that the jacket is waterproof, stretchable, it's washable, permanent press, it automatically repairs cuts and burns. Now, realistically, an article of clothing cannot have all those capabilities, but that's what you get with skin, right? That's how amazing of an organ it is. The skin and its derivatives, like oil and sweat glands, the hair and nails, all these things, these make up a complex set of organs that we call the integumentary system. Now, I'll go over some quick facts. The skin covers the entire body. It has a surface area of 1.2 to 2.2 square meters, weighs 4 to 5 kilograms, that's about 9 to 11 pounds, and accounts for about 7% of total body weight. In the average adult, remember the first video, we went over the reference man, the reference woman, that's what we're talking about here. Now the skin varies in thickness from about 1.5 to 4 millimeters or more in different parts of the body. Now the skin is composed of two distinct regions. You have the epidermis and the dermis. The epidermis is composed of epithelial cells. It's also the outermost protective shield of the body. The dermis, on the other hand, it makes up the bulk of the skin. It's a tough, leathery layer composed mostly of fibrous connective tissue. Now this is really important because only the dermis is vascularized. You see the blood vessels are only in the dermal layer. Now nutrients reach the epidermis by simply diffusing through all the tissue fluid from the blood vessels into the dermis and then into the epidermis. Now just beneath the skin, which as we said is composed of the epidermis and the dermis, is the hypodermis. Strictly speaking, the hypodermis is not a part of the skin, but it does share some of the skin's protective functions. Another name for the hypodermis is the superficial fascia, because it's superficial to the tough connective tissue wrapping of the skeletal muscles which are beneath it. It also consists mostly of adipose tissue. So besides storing fat, the hypodermis also anchors the skin to the underlying structures, but loosely enough so that the skin can slide freely over those structures. And the reason that happens is because that way it can protect us by ensuring that most blows just simply glance off of our bodies. And because of its fatty composition, the hypodermis also acts as a shock absorber and as an insulator that reduces heat loss from the body. The hypodermis also thickens a lot when a person gains weight. In females, all of this extra subcutaneous fat accumulates first in the thighs and breasts, and in males it first collects in the anterior abdomen, and another name for that is a beer belly, of course. Alright guys, so that's the conclusion of our introduction video. In the next video, we'll jump right into the epidermis. We'll go over the individual 5 layers, the cells that make up those layers, and the different functions. So hope you guys join me next time. Peace.